Hey guys, and welcome back to the Hit Up Podcast. Today we are joined by a very special guest and my good friend Sam McIntyre. How's it going?
Yeah, good mate. How are you guys today?
Yeah, good, bro.
Yeah, good mate.
Yeah, so what we like to do for the start of every podcast is we like to do a thing called the set of six. So I'll ask you 6 quick fire questions and you answer with what comes off the top of your head.
Oh mate, here we go.
Could be interesting.
Yeah, let's go.
Favorite fast food?
Probably Macca's.
Very early 2022 Premier prediction.
Titans.
Favorite signing for next year?
Oh, probably say Matty Burden for the Dogs. I love that.
Wooden spoon prediction. Be careful.
Yeah. I don't know. I might get a bit of trouble if I say this one, so might have to get this one pass.
Off the back fence, you have to run at one. Are you running at Sam Burgess, Sonny Bill, or George Tafour?
Oh, probably. I think Sonny Bill, just to say I got folded by Sonny Bill.
Good story to tell.
Yeah, that'd be unreal. Imagine telling your mates to get folded by Sonny Bill.
And then favourite player you've played with in your time?
Oh, probably my housemate now, TJ. He's with the Titans as well. So we came over together, so probably him.
Oh, yeah, mad.
So, yeah.
Man, that's really cool. So what we like to do on these podcasts is just go a bit through your career and a bit about life and just chat rugby league and just see how it goes from there. So obviously growing up, you idolize a lot of players and people look up to people. Did you have any players you looked up to growing up?
Yeah, right. So I had two. Like, are we talking footy players or just?
Yeah.
Footy players, yeah, right. So, footy players growing up, I idolise Manu Vatuve. I'm not a winger, but he was my favourite player growing up just because it was made easier scoring in every game. But if I had to choose a player like that, I would want to be like, it would be Simon Mannering for sure. I just think what he's done for the game, what he's done for Kiwi rugby league players, I think he's unreal.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
in my top 3.
Who's Simon Mannering?
Simon Mannering, Manu and Sean are my top 3 as a Warriors.
Yeah, they'll probably be my top 3. I'm a massive Warriors fan. So growing up, I was a massive Warriors fan. So yeah, love it.
Yeah,
not good.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah. So obviously you had the Birkenhead versus Southern Cross final. You captained the team and obviously got the win, got a try. How was that feeling?
Oh, it was unreal. I mean, me and my dad started that team at school, and Davey Barner, he played a couple of NRL games and for the Knights, and we decided to start a footy team at Birkenhead College and had that game. Oh, it's probably one of my favourite games I've ever played in my life. I still like to this day I talk about it to everyone, and it was unreal, that feeling. It was
It's
big.
You must have been thankful you had a blinder, eh?
Oh no, I wouldn't say a blinder. I'd say it was a right game. I think I got caught up in the moment a little bit with some things I did, but that's all the point of a grand final, playing in front of your school. A small little school like Birkenhead. So yeah,
sure. So obviously you just said that you and your dad started up that rugby league team. Most schools on the North Shore and just Auckland in general don't even have a league team. They always have rugby teams. Do you think that all schools should have a league team?
Yeah, I really would recommend it. I mean, you see what we did. It was our first year in I think 10 years playing rugby league, and we had all our team was rugby based, but we just decided to put the team in, and then just honestly best year of my life. It was unreal. It was just such a fun year, and playing with all your mates, you've grown up with, and yeah, I can't really explain it. It's unreal.
Yeah. I've heard there's like a stigma on like if you play league in Auckland. Is that true? I've read a few books and they say, oh, you have to play union, otherwise you miss out on this. Is that actually true? Or
Nah, like it is a bit true. You know, like people don't rate footy, I reckon, league in Auckland, but you know, I think league is the greatest sport in the world, and I would recommend any kid growing up on the shore, just growing up in Auckland to play rugby league. It's the game that's expanding day by day, and I just love playing it. And I'm sure if everyone gave it a go, they would love playing it too. Just everything's good about it.
yeah, Connor showed us. I remember he showed us that clip of you after that try that went viral on Fox League.
Oh.
Showed us that. What was that like? Your reaction when that got posted?
Oh, the one with my bro kissed me on the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was. I went back into the changing rooms and I remember I in the moment I didn't. It looked like I slapped him in the face, but I didn't. I just like gave him a pat on the head. But anyways, got to the changing rooms, went on my phone, and yeah, there it was, phone blowing up. Everyone tagged me in it, and I was like, here we go. And
I must say that was the favourite video I watched from that year, bro. So congratulations on that.
oh, cheers. I made Fox League Valentine's Day as well. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, so I've obviously known your dad pretty well from obviously tag, just hanging out with you. What is it like having sort of dad by your side and just him having so much belief in you as your like whatever decisions you make as a footy player? Is that like inspiring?
Yeah, my dad's done so much for me growing up. Like from when I was playing Glenfield Greyhounds growing up, and he was taking me every training, even taking me to the gym when when I couldn't drive, obviously, and he's dropping me off every day, waiting to come pick me up, and he's just been the best for me, bro. Like if I said like there was an inspiration besides like Simon Mannering and Manu, I would have to say my dad has done so much for me growing up, and my mum. My mum's done too much for me too. It's just I'm real appreciative of those two, helping me out on my short career so far, and I know they're just going to keep supporting me for the rest of my life. So yeah.
Definitely. So the talent we have in New Zealand is pretty incredible. So for you to win New Zealand 18s Player of the Year is pretty special. How did it feel to win an award like that?
Yeah, it was pretty surreal. I know. To be honest, I didn't think I really deserved it. There was heaps of other boys that were also outrageous players, and they were carving up. But I worked pretty hard for it and stuff. But it was pretty unreal. I don't really have much words about it. It was just such an awesome award to win, and I'm very grateful that they gave me the award. It's pretty unreal.
Definitely.
Yeah. So making that New Zealand club side's pretty impressive as well. How'd you find that concept? Because I didn't even know it existed, to be honest, until Connor told me about it. And I was like, that's actually really cool having a clubs versus schools thing, Like, I didn't actually know it happened, but what was that concept?
Yeah, right. So that was the first year the club schools concept has ever happened. So I was pretty grateful to be a part of it. It was just, I remember getting a text one day. I was just chilling at home, and they said, "Do you want to come have a game in this club schools concept?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And so it's pretty much the best New Zealand based players from under 18s got a game, and it was pretty unreal. Like the prep, we went to camp for I think 3 days maybe, and they prepped us real well, and we got a taste of professionalism in rugby league, and and we had a fun game. It was a good game against somebody. It was weird because I played the Auckland game before that the week before that, and half my teammates were in the other team, so it was real weird. And it was good fun though. All the boys were mad. All the boys were fun to be around, and had a good laugh. And some nice memories made.
Yeah. And what we probably talked to, I'd say, like 10 to 15 guys, and I'd say a lot of them have moved countries at some stage in their career, going to the UK or something like that. And we're wondering, what was that transition like for you? Some say it was the hardest thing in their life. Some say it was the easiest thing. What was it like for you?
Yeah, to be honest, it was pretty tough. Like I've moved twice now, so I moved to nearly the first time. When I moved to Newcastle, that was real tough because I wasn't moving. I had no family in Newcastle. I was moving straight into a house, the family house with all the Knights parents and some other boys that were signed from New Zealand and Brisbane. So I stayed in that house, and yeah, that was pretty hard. But I mean, once you get into the swing of things, it just gets real easier, and you're training 4 days a week, and then you're eating right, and you just see like yourself progressing real good. But New was cool, and the transition was good. But if I'm talking about moving to Gold Coast, it was way easier because I had my uncle and auntie here, and I had my mate TJ who I moved over with, so he's with the Titans too, and moved over with him, and we moved straight into my uncle and auntie's house, and it was a real easy transition for us. So yeah.
Definitely. So earlier, before the podcast, we had an interesting chat about the Newcastle Knights. And I'm a Newcastle fan. I love the boys up the Knights. So obviously you got to play with them, and they've got. I understand they've got a great setup. How was it like playing for the Newcastle Knights? Yeah,
so I played SG ball for Newcastle Knights. So it was unreal. Like I loved all my boys down there. I loved like the professionalism they had there as well. Like we went to training Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and played a game on Saturday, and it was just real intense. And preseason, I think that was the fittest I've ever been down there, and learned heaps, especially coming from New Zealand. Like the attitude of them training is just completely different. Like they're just there to rip in and just do a job, where I'm more relaxed and kind of stay back a little bit. So it was just, it taught me lots. Like it taught me like you got to get in there and just do the mahi, So yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Another club that you've played for is the Northcote Tigers. That obviously is a big my heart. What was the standard like playing in the Fox Memorial competition?
I loved it. It was like one of the funnest years of footy I've ever played, just because like it wasn't. It was serious, but it wasn't like, it was kind of relaxing, Like I was still training pretty hard, but I still got like a year just to kind of go back to your roots. So I was playing with likes of my school coach David Barner and Kevin Locke. I don't know if you guys know Kevin Locke, the Warrior.
Yeah.
And Warriors diehards.
Yeah.
And then we had heaps of Q Cup players playing for us, and it was real good to be around those boys because obviously they're real experienced, and I got a taste of how they train and what they do to get to the point where they were in their career, and they gave me heaps of advice as well. So when I came to Aussie, I kind of knew what I was expecting, and just playing at home in front of your like family and friends at Northcote, it's pretty mad. You get to play in front of your home crowd every week at Birkenhead War Memorial, and
Definitely. A lot of people talk about player recruitment these days. So obviously you've now signed for the Titans. Were there any other clubs that wanted to sign you, and what made you choose the Titans?
Not really, to be honest, bro. I mean, Titans was always where I wanted to go because I love the Gold Coast. I love how I got my family here. There was a few clubs, but nothing like real serious. Just Gold Coast. Gold Coast was the place I wanted to come to, and I've loved it here ever since. With my having my uncle and auntie here has been massive for me, and having my mum and dad just recently moved over. That's been unreal. So I'm loving it here. I don't want to leave this place. The Gold Coast is unreal.
Beautiful place. So, do you have any major goals for your career in rugby league?
Yeah, bro. So I've actually wrote down a couple of goals for my next couple of years. I really like to play. I really obviously want to play NRL one day. Like that's my goal. But I kind of set my goals step by step, not just like that's obviously my main goal, but I kind of have like I want to play I want to try play game of Q Cup in the next couple of years, and then I want to proceed to like an NRL preseason, and then I want to be playing like get development contract maybe, and then play NRL, and it's just like step by step. Like I kind of think if you set realistic goals and you achieve them one by one, then it's going to work out for you in the long run. So I've got lots of goals, but I just want to set them realistic. So then at least if I'm achieving them one by one, I know I'm progressing.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. One thing that I've heard a lot of people talk about, this is like a completely out there thing, is New Zealand origin. A lot of people have been going on about like North Island versus South Island, or Australia versus the rest of New Zealand. Do you ever see that? I don't think that's ever going to happen, but what would your thoughts on that be?
I'd love it. That would be unreal.
Like
That would be
so, New Zealand, do you reckon? Or
yeah, I would love North Island versus South Island game. That would be unreal. But even how New Zealand Rugby League work is, they've got their like zones. So like even if they split off some zones, and they could work it out, I reckon. But it would be unreal. It would be so cool.
Who would win, North versus South?
North, obviously. We'll take the cup.
and obviously the Burleigh Bears is like such a big establishment over in Australia. What's it been like playing for them and getting used to that?
I love it. Like it's one of my favorite teams I've ever played for. It's just like the culture is unreal. The brotherhood's unreal. I love like everything about it. Like it's just like I said, I'm a big person on like stuff being professional, and that Burleigh Bears is so professional. Like you go to everyone's that train to rip in, and if you don't rip in, you're getting sprayed by your teammate. So like it's just such a good culture, and honestly, I've loved my time here so far, and I just can't wait for this year playing Colts, and hopefully we win the comp again. I mean, not again, we haven't won it, but hopefully we just win.
On the topic of spraying, what do you reckon is the worst spraying you've got?
Oh, I've gone on a few. Probably when I was back in Auckland. I butched 2 tries in one game by not passing a ball. No, just my wing being a ball hog, and yeah, it wasn't the best spray I've ever had. It was definitely the worst, but you got to cop those on the chin and just move on.
Have you started preseason yet?
Yeah, so we started in I think it was end of November, and yeah, it's been real tough. I mean, it's a preseason; they don't come easy. So, all the lads are ripping in, and we're getting a big fit Burleigh squad for next year.
What is like a normal day in a preseason like? Do you got fitness and then physical, or like what would your week consist of for preseason?
Yeah, sweet. So Monday's just getting flogged. Like you're just getting, it's not fun. Then Wednesday's full contact. You're just getting smacked over. And then Friday's just skills and like opposing and just eat. Friday's more lighter session. You got speed work and stuff, and it's pretty chill Fridays. But Monday, Wednesdays are just getting flogged.
All right. So talked about your short-term career goals. If you had to pick one, would you win an NRL premiership? Would you win a Dally M? Or would you make the NZ Kiwis team for a game? If you had to pick one.
Premiership, I reckon that. I just reckon if you're like, it's unreal making those like self achievements, but if you're making it as a group, it's way better. Like if you're with your boys the whole year, and if you like go ahead and win the premiership, that's just unreal. Like even just winning a comp's unreal.
Yeah, for sure. Worry. about that, but
As we said before, bro, that a lot of people we've talked to have gone to Super League. Would that be something you'd be keen on, like later on in your career, if it was ever an option?
Yeah, I'd love to. I'd love to go to England for a couple of years, or just anywhere in the UK. I just think that it's such a good place to, like, you can tour around and stuff, and all the things you see like on social media, it'd be unreal just to go have an explore of the UK. I would love it.
Yeah.
Would that be your top destination, or would you want to go elsewhere in the world?
No, I think UK's up there. I think I'd love to go to the UK and just have a couple of years there. Maybe I'd love to do that.
yeah. Speaking of like different leagues, obviously there's the NRL Nines. If you got asked to play in that, you'd for sure play in it, right?
Oh, 100%. Oh, if it was allowed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to do that. That'd be unreal.
You think they should bring it back to Auckland?
Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't be able to keep up with it though. They're pretty quick, those boys.
I remember, I think it was one year, me, Josh, and Connor were all at the Nines, and we saw, what was it, like, Ryan Hoffman was, like, running it from, like, the try line, and he got down to, like, the other 20 or something, and we thought he was going to go the whole way, but I don't know if he can make it, so anyone could make it.
I reckon that's just us forwards up and chuck all the fast dudes in the...
Just imagine hearing Addo car down the touchline. Oh no, here comes Sam McIntyre. Like,
nah, that would never happen.
Well, you guys got any more questions?
No, to be honest, I'm good. Wait, can I just ask one thing? Are you New South Wales or Queensland for State of Origin?
Queensland, obviously.
Yeah.
Is that like a big thing in Auckland? Like, everyone I know from Auckland's Queensland, or is that not true?
Nah, it's just a better team.
Here we go.
Just one more thing, mate. Did you get up to anything over Christmas and New Year's?
Not really. I just kind of enjoyed my time with my fam. Since I moved over, I've just been kind of chilling home with them, and it's been unreal having them here. 2022 is going to be a great year because I've got them here. Yeah,
that's good, mate.
2022 Warriors Championship. It's going to be good. New South Wales State of Origin.
I reckon Titans, Queensland, Kiwis. There's my tips.
Cowboys, what you reckon?
What's that?
Cowboys top 4?
Nah.
That's all right, Sam. Well, it's been a pleasure having you on, mate. I must say this has been my favourite interview so far. Truly appreciate you coming on. You got a good head on your shoulder. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, lads. Really appreciate it.
Can't wait to see the Warriors colours soon.
All the best for your future in this podcast stuff. It's unreal. I've been listening to most of them and they've been unreal. So keep going, and I'm sure you will go to big places.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, man.
Thanks, Sam.